Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see that.
Okay, here we go. Okay, next one we apply some prices manually. Okay. Yes, use this price and then also convert in my currency. Just convert it in currency symbol and notice it. Okay. Next one is calculate the amounts. How can we calculate the amounts, right here?
Equals quantity times rate, right?
Yes. And then you also use the product's name of formula, okay, and select this end, and then all are multiplied, and then goes these values.
Okay, so it's product basically.
Okay. This is also you can do that. And then here we got all values. Okay. Next one, we want to calculate this total values, right here. I want to calculate this total values. Total of quantities and then total of amounts. Then how can we calculate it? For this purpose, I use a shortcut for calculating this purple things. Okay, how can we use this? By use of auto sum. You know what auto sum?
Alt plus, right?
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Alt plus equal.
Yes.
You can use the alt plus equal to. We got the auto sum right here, and then gets all values, total values. Okay.
Correct. Alt plus enter, I think, right?
All
Or
plus
equals.
all plus equal and enter. Hit the enter, then we
Okay.
got the. This is shortcut for getting total because total is needed all the time. Okay, here this is my
One
total
second.
values. This is my total values, right? Okay. Then I want to make a total for where here we specific value. Suppose here we want to calculate this total value of Motorola only. Okay. How many quantity of Motorola's are there? Okay. And then also I want to calculate Motorola in Mumbai city, in Delhi city, how many are there and how much amounts, total amounts are there. Okay. If you want to calculate this type of thing, then what you use here? Then for this purpose, you use SUMIF. Okay. And
Okay.
we learn about the
Before
SUMIF.
before before we go to sum if, the total is just alt plus, right? There's no equal, correct?
Not equal. All equal. All
Can,
space
can
equal.
you can you do it one more time? Because just do alt plus.
You know it's all plus. A few all plus no that did have happened. When we paste alt and equal, then we got this value.
Oh, alt and equal. Okay. Hold
Yes.
on. I guess it's the same thing we're talking about. Okay, alt equal, I guess. Okay, got it. Okay, now sum if. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yes. With SUMIF. Here we have the name. Suppose we have the name, then I want to total quantity. And then I want to calculate this total amount, okay, on behalf of name, right?
Okay.
Here we check any names you want. Suppose here I check Motorola.
Motorola.
Okay. And equal to you can use. Just right here is a
Sum.
SUMIF. Okay. Use a SUMIF brackets on and then use a first of its range. Which range? Here we have this name. To select the range of name section. Okay. Select it. And then you put a comma right here. Then what's your criteria? Criteria is put in the name part. Okay.
Motorola.
Select the name
Motorola.
part.
Yes. Okay.
Then comma. Then select next one is my sum range. Okay. Which one I want to calculate is total quantity. Then I select quantity section. Okay.
Right.
All lanes of the quantity section. And then put the bracket right here. And then hit the enter. Then what you get? Guess here only Motorola total quantity. Okay. If you write here is a Nokia, then we got a Nokia total quantity only, right? Okay. We have the total quantities, but we calculate any base of criteria. Some of use calculate sum of any criteria, then you can use a summary, right? Same for the amount section. Just write here is a summary.
It's just instead of quantity, you use amount basically.
Yes, it's just center of the quantity use of the instead of amount. Just right here. Okay. First right here is my this part, and then comma. Then use the criteria right here. This my Nokia. Then comma. Then use the summaries. This my amount.
Okay.
This is simple.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay. Then we got this type of values. Okay. If you have the name and then city, two criteria are there. Then I want to calculate its total quantity and then total amount. For here, we have two criteria right here. Here we have only one criteria, then we can use the sum if, but for the two and more criteria, then we don't use the sum if because it is not working in this parts. Then what you do? Just here, you can use the other part of some ifs. Okay, this is some ifs. Okay, use some ifs. Then how can we use the sum if? Just check this out. Here we have apple, and then I write here is a del. Okay, so my static. Okay. And then for this criteria, what you use? First, you write here the sum ifs, and then first of all select sum ins. First of all, I select the sum ins. Which one are you submit? Just select it. Okay, this is my sum ins. Next one is comma. Then what you use? Criteria range one. This is my criteria range one. Just use it. Okay. Then comma. Then here we have the criteria one. This is my criteria one. Okay. Second of is criteria range two. The second criteria is my city. Then we select the range of the city and apply the comma and then select criteria chicken. Okay, right here. And then apply the bracket right here and then put the enter. Then we got the quantity of apple in Delhi only. Okay, if we want to check the total quantity of apple, then what we get? Here we go to 206. But here we got only 77 because here we there in Delhi we have only 77 quantities. Okay, and then when we use a mumble, then you go to 75. Right?
That's sum ifs, right? Equals
Yes.
sum ifs.
Right here is some same thing. Okay. First of all, select the sum ins. Then comma, then select the criteria range one. If you have multiple criteria, suppose not a 2, 3, 4, then you can also use this part. Okay, by follow the criteria parts. Okay, comma, then first criteria. Then if you have a second criteria, then you select the second criteria right here.
Isn't the second criteria just Mumbai?
1 second. Second criteria is not selected properly. First of all, I select this. Then comma. Then select the second criteria is my this. If you have other criteria also, then you can also use this part. Okay, by use a comma, then separate by comma, and then also use other criteria. Okay, how many
Okay.
criteria are there? I have two criteria right now. Then I use only two criteria. Correct. And then when
Got
we enter, then we got the sum of specific two criteria values. Correct. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we again use for the counting how many items we use in this part, then you use a count if right. Yes. Use a name here and then count of items. Okay. And then you can use it. You know about that which formula you can use for this purpose? If you want to count how many times you can use the apple, which one formula we use?
Count if.
Yeah, simple count if. Just right here is the count if. Okay. And then select the range where we have these values. Select all that. Then comma. Then select the criteria and then enter it. Then we got the apple value is 8. How many have this? But if I want to count this value by behalf of city, then what you do? And we have the name and then city. We have two criteria right here. Then in this case, what you use? Suppose here apple, then here we use the hello. And for this purpose, you can use count ifs. Okay. How can we use the count ifs? Just right here is a count ifs. Okay. So first of all, select the criteria range one. This is my name of item.
Is the name, and then you select the apple.
Yeah, and select the spots. Then select the second criteria range.
Is the city.
Yeah. And next one is comma, and then select my city value. And then
correct.
enter. Okay.
Enter.
Then we count the value by specific city's value. Okay. Then count this value. Okay. Also, you can use a count ifs. Okay. If you have a multiple criteria right now, right here. Okay. If you want to calculate this average value, okay. If you want to calculate this average value and average amount, average rate, sorry, not average amount, then what you use? Just use the average formula, right?
Right.
I want to calculate average of quantity. Okay, you want to calculate this quantity average and then rate and average. Then what you just write here is you average formula. Just use the average. Right here is the average, and then select whole values, whole quantity values. Right here. Huh? Then bracket close and hit enter. Then you got the average. But I want to average in form of numbers, not a decimal places. Then what you do?
I just change the number of decimals, I guess.
Yeah, you can also do this, but for this purpose, you can use a rounding formula, round off formula. First, how can you use the round off formula? We have you want to round some values. Suppose here we have a round up, and also we have a round down value. Okay, and then what's is used? Just come to this box. Where we have the 4.6 value right here, 4.5, 4.6, any values we have. Okay, just check this out. Yeah, I use a round. Just right here is a round, simple. Okay, select the number and then apply the number of this. How many this you can have in decimal places? I don't want any decimal places right here.
Zero. Yes.
And enter it. Then we got a value of 4.6. If you use a 4.4, then what you got here? We got a 4, right?
4. Yes.
If we use a round up, then what will be happen when we use a round up? Select same thing and then comma. Then number of the this I want is 0 on decimal places.
Then you get 5.
You get here 5. If you have 4.1, then we will get this 5 value. Okay, not get
anything over 0.01 you'll get 5, the next number.
And the next one is round down.
Even at 4.9, you'll get 4.
Okay. So in these cases we use, or if you want anything you can use, but mostly I use the round, not a round up and round down. In specific cases, you can use the round up and round down. Okay.
Right.
Next one here, I want to save that as a form of round value. Then what you do, just write here is our section. Just write here is a round formula, and then bracket will use, and then here. This is average. By average, you got the value and then put here is a 0. Okay. Then what you got here, we got a rounded values. Got it?
Right.
Okay. And then here, I want to calculate this average of rents. Right. So select the stage here. In rate character, you can use decimal places also if you need. And then if you got the rounding value, then you can also use this parts. Right. Okay. If I want to calculate this average by specific item name, okay, then what you do here? For this purpose, we use average if. Okay, we have the average if here. First of all, use the name and then average quantity and then average rate. Okay. Select it.
Go
Yes.
back to the average where you were able to round it to the node numbers without the command. Okay, round. Okay, got it. Okay.
No. Oh, yeah. Here I want to calculate average of output quantity. Then how can we do that? Just here, you can use the average formula right here. And then range, select the range which means where we have the name of this series. Just select all ranges right here. Then apply the comma, then select the criteria is my name section, and then apply comma again, and then use the averages. Which one use the averages here? I want to calculate the average of quantity only. Then select the range of the quantity. Okay. Then put the inverted comma, and then here we go the average quantity. I want to this value also in my round value. Okay, don't need to put this. Just use same as it is, and then comma to put as 0 is decimal values, and then where we go the average quantity of round of values. Got it?
Okay, so hold on 1 second. Just stay there for a second. Let me just look at it.
Okay, okay.
So average, you put the range, and then I-28 is the Oppo. Okay, and then you select the quantity basically. So what's the reason?
Yes.
We can always do in this case sum if as well, right?
Yes. Same thing you can use in the sum, but in this case we go to average value, right? Okay. If you want to calculate this specific any criteria based average, then you can use this average if.
Okay.
Okay. Then you can also calculate the average rate. The site is average. The site is average if, and then select the first of all is criteria. Okay. Select first sense, then select criteria, then select average range. Then put it, then we got our average range values. Okay. Next one, if you have two criteria itself, just have a name and city for this purpose. And I want to calculate this average quantity and average rate. Then for this case, what you use?
Average ifs.
Yes, right. For this purpose, we use average ifs. Yeah, right here, suppose I want to calculate same Oppo in behalf of criteria. Suppose here I want to calculate by reciprocity. Then use, first of all, I want to round. Then first of all, use the round. Then for the number purpose, you can use the average f's. Okay, use the average f's, and then second the average. First of all, you select the average. I select it. Then what you do? This right here is the criteria range one. This is my criteria range one. And then second of this, here we have the criteria one, then comma, then criteria range two is my city section. And then comma, put here is my city value. And then if you have other criteria also, we can use it. And for the decimal values, we can use a 0. And then right here is average quantity. Then we come the average quantity of 4 in specific criteria is city. Okay. Same as it is, you can use for read purpose. Just right here is an average if.
And then change that to amount, basically.
Yes. Here we have the rate right here.
Right.
Then put here is a comma. Then criteria one. Select the criteria one.
Name and then the city.
Yes. And then select the name, city right here. And then at last we put the city cell. And then hit the enters. Okay, then we got the average rate. Right?
Yep.
Okay. This simple way you can calculate specific calculation sum, counts, average by use of the if condition also. Okay. This all I call as a conditional formulas. Okay.
Correct. Okay.
For specific condition, you can calculate anything.
Okay. Understood.
Understood? Got it. Okay. Okay, come to the next part. See, there's a simple way I calculate this. Okay. Okay. First of all, I want to so the value is lookup formulas. Next one is talk about the lookup formulas. You know about the lookup formulas? VLOOKUP, I think.
Uh, I might, but I don't know if I ever used it.
Okay, you don't use it here. Okay. First of all, the lookup formulas, we need some sheets right here. So select this my mark sheet. Okay. There we have a mark sheet right here. I select it. And then first of all, one thing also, when we copy this thing, I copy the mark sheet right here and put this in my this part of this. When you can use the control V, then what will happen? Which set of the values we can use this parts? We have the as with these notes very much right here. Okay, we saw this here. We have the same column which right here. We have the this type of columns, but in this set, in this sheets, we don't have the this much of column. Okay, we have the same size of the column widths. Okay,
Correct.
how can we do this? I want to show same as it is, paste same as it is in this format in my next sheet. How can we do that? For this
Right click
purpose,
space. Right click space special.
yeah, you can use a paste special right here. Okay. So here we have to select all values and then copy these parts. Then use for the paste special. And where we have to find the paste special in this parts. Okay, we got the paste special part here. Okay, for normal pasting, you can have these parts. But you
Wait,
have
wait.
the formula pasting, only formula, not formatting right here. Then you can use this paste. If you want
There's
to
a-
paste the only formula with is formatting, but not a column cell formatting, just a color section and cursor use borders, whatever. Anything you can use it. And if you want to keep source formatting, if you want to keep the source formatting, you can use it. If you want only without border, if all formatting applied but without border, then you can use it. But here we want to keep source column width, and then as it is, you can want to print it, then you can use this part. Okay. And if you want to transpose this thing, then you can use this transpose word parts. Okay. Here we got this pass. Then I want to click on this thing. Then what you get here, you got the all the values in format that's what defined in previous sheets. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Then for this purpose, I want one thing also remember for heading column, I don't want to merge. Okay, I don't want to merge it. Then what you do just here unmerge it all the things. Okay, all the parts you can merge it, unmerge it. Okay, I unmerge this thing and then also remove this pass first column because I don't need this. Okay, because we have to use a lookup value because in the lookup section we call look up the column name also. That's why if you have the column in merge with, then we can't look up this spots. Okay, got it?
Okay. You got it.
Okay. Here we want to first of all we talk about the lookup value. Uh, look up Okay. Lookup formula. Then what you use here, we use a name section, right? And for the name section, I want to show the its percentage. I want to show its percentage by use of name section. For the lookup purpose, then what you use? Here we have the name right here is a Vishal, and then I want to take the want to show the value of percentage of Vishal. Okay, only Vishal. Then here what you do? Just write here is a lookup. Okay. For lookup, we have two types of things: lookup value, lookup vector, and result vector. But here we have the lookup value. Well, both are used. Okay, when we use a lookup value, lookup vector, result vector. Lookup value is my this box. Okay, then comma, then use a lookup vector. This is my lookup vector. Okay, then comma, then here we want to result vector. Which one is the result vector here? I want to get a result vector in percentage.
Percentage, yes.
Okay, and then we hit the enter. Okay, we got a 0.76%. Okay. For this purpose, we have this for value is correct or not. Just see that. Then we have 24.8%, but we get a 76.40%. It's just, it doesn't look like it's showing correct value, right?
Yeah.
Is those the correct value?
No.
No. That's why lookup value is not generally used for this purpose because he don't show exact value right here. He shows the approximate values. Sometimes it's showing correct, sometimes it's showing not correct. Okay, that's why we don't use this formula. Okay,
Okay.
don't use this formula because this is not showing value is correctly exactly. Okay, the exact value this is not shown. For this purpose, we use VLOOKUP. Okay. For this purpose, I use VLOOKUP mostly. If you want to use the name section right here, and then here we have the percentage. Okay, same thing. I can use it. Okay. If we have to check the value of Vishra, just right here, then what you do? Just show the same formula. Just right here is a VLOOKUP. And for VLOOKUP, first of all, is my lookup value. This is my lookup value, correct? And then comma, then select the table array. Remember that select the table array means to select whole tables with his heading. Okay. How can we select? Where we want to look up the value. Here I have the look up the value in name section. Okay. Then you select on by the name section, not for serial number. Okay. And then select whole tables. Okay. And then after that, put the comma. And the next one is my column index number. Column index number is indicate which column you want to print the result. Okay, which column you want to show the value. Okay, if this section I want to print the value of the percentage, then what you do? First, just here count here in this part name section. Name is my first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. This column is come in the position of 8 position. Okay, and then right here is a position 8. And then what's we have? Here we have two types of thing. True for right here is a true. Then we got only approximate match. Okay? Approximate match in the sense this value, this type of values will be occurred. Okay? So not the exact value. But I want to get the exact match, then what you use here is used for false. For instead of using true false, you can write here also for geo for false section. Okay, you can also write geo. Okay, and then I put the column and then put the here. This is my percentage will become. I just convert this percentage symbol.
Repeat that one more. Repeat this command one
Yeah,
more time.
I need to repeat again. Okay. For this pass, I want to show the gate. Okay. Next one is my gate. Okay. I so here's this pass in same format is my gate. For this caret purpose, I want to calculate this VLOOKUP. Just right here is a VLOOKUP. First of all, we got a lookup value. Lookup base value is my name, right?
Correct.
And then here we select the table array. First,
Right.
you remember table array always select where we have to look up the value. Lookup value is my
Right.
name. Then we can select the table area of name section, not the serial number. Okay, and not include the
Okay.
serial. Here we select by this part. Okay, and then I want to
Okay.
calculate is grade. Then put the comma here. The next one is my column index number,
One,
and
two,
then
three,
find out the
four, five,
column
six,
index
seven,
number
eight,
of the
nine.
grade
Okay.
column.
10.
Okay,
10.
then count the value in table array. Which table array you can select it. There here we have my number one. Then select count this value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
9,
11.
10. Okay.
And get is which portion we come here is 11. Well, okay. Column index number is my 11. And then put the comma here. And then we have to see that we have a two options right here. See that? Have you seen that? Approximate and exact match. True or
Yeah,
false?
let's do approximate. What happens? Let's see.
Okay, you can do the approximate here. Okay, if you want to put this, just double click on it, and then here, right here, we choose this. Here we got the B plus. For the
So
results, you
so
can
so
you
so so the column is calculated. Okay, let's
and
do.
column is calculated. It's not what is a perfect value, not exact value you get. I have to got.
Okay, so if you go back to input false, then that will be exact.
Yes, this will be got and exact. Instead of writing false, you can also write as zero value. Okay, you know what 1 and 0
Oh,
indicate
okay, I can
true
even
or
put.
false.
Okay, and then what if I put 1? Is that true? That means.
Yes, if you put the one, you get this means it's true.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Okay. Then we can enter it. Then we got the exact grade.
Got it.
Right? Lookup value is
Yep.
used for only look up the values. Okay. To check the values, if you, this is available or not, this is have or not. Right?
Got it.
Oh, that's okay. That's clear. No.
Yes.
Okay. This is VLOOKUP. If one lookup I also talk about. Okay. Here we have the HLOOKUP. VLOOKUP is for vertical lookup. Okay, vertical lookup in the sense we call about the for info on behalf of column values. Okay, but if you have these values, I copy this thing and then copy right here, here. Okay, and then put this in the transpose format. Okay, this is my transpose format. Okay,
Transpose is nothing but.
sometimes for this purpose we have the value in this format also. Sometimes, or not every time. Here we have this
Okay.
value in this formats. In this format, we have the headings in form of rows, and we have the values in form of rows also. Okay, and then here we have different columns. Okay, this uses opposite word reverse ways. For this purpose, if you want to apply the VLOOKUP, this is not working right here. Okay, for these cases, if you have this type of sheets, okay, then you can use instead of VLOOKUP, we can use I copy this thing and then here I put it
HLOOKUP. Huh?
HLOOKUP. Okay. For this
Yep.
purpose, you can use HLOOKUP. Same formula, not any difference in these parts, but you
It's
use
just
only
it's
the
just vertical versus horizontal.
horizontal. The side here is the HLOOKUP right here. HLOOKUP, so first of all, select the lookup value, then comma, then select same as it is. For the name section, you can select these parts. Okay, here.
Right.
And in this section, we show about show the row index value. Row index value in the sense say show row values because we're having input in the
Number
rows.
one.
Then we can take this. Okay, the same is it.
Number one.
Right here is 8 for percentage, and then comma. But then you can use for exact value match. You can use a 0. Value thing is same, but head to rows and columns is just positive. For to get section, you can use the same thing. HLOOKUP right here. Lookup value is by this, and then comma. Then select the table array, same as it is for here. Name to rank, and then comma. Then what you use here? Row index number. Here we have the row index number is my 11. Just wait. Okay. So just write here 11 and then put the exact value as 0. Then we got the F value. Okay, we check the any value right here. Suppose we want to show the values again, then we got the value of here. Okay, and this is also will act like as a your search bar. Okay, if you want to search anything inside your table, then you can write here this thing and then we got the value. Okay,
Okay.
that's clear.
Yep.
Okay, do this thing practice, and then I also share some tasks for this purpose. Okay, and then
Okay.
also okay, do this thing, and then today is Sunday and Sunday is a holiday. The next class will be on Monday.
Okay. No problem.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, that's fine.
Thank you. So can you share this spreadsheet for me?
Yes, I shared this.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.